we've gone out to the movies as usual. This time, in response to a comment from one of our viewers, we are going to do a Grandma Goes to the Movies spoiler special. In which case,
brace yourself.
We are going to talk about some of the issues having to do with Star Wars, The Last Jedi, which is the last film that we saw. We have 3 big issues we are going to address. What is the first issue, Grandma?
Luke Skywalker is dead.
What's up with that? Okay. Okay. Now, first of all, Grandma, do you believe that Luke Skywalker is dead?
Well, it certainly seems so. At the end of the film, he was. Yes.
Well, again, just in case anybody who has seen the film, and again, it won't mind the spoilers. Again, he fights Kylo Ren at the end of the film, and
yes.
then we discover at the end of the fight, in which he dies, that he was sort of doing it all long distance. He was still like a galaxy away on the planet that he's been on the whole film, and I guess the stress or whatever it was, and he dies, which again turns out
he looks pretty dead.
It turns out to be what needed to be done, because he needed to basically buy for time so that the rest of the rebels could escape. But again, do you think that was a good idea? Should they have killed off Luke Skywalker?
Well, in other series films that we have seen, where everyone looks forward to the next chapter,
right?
You're left with some impressions that turn out not to be. So I'm hoping that he is not dead, and that we will have, a sequel to come up and not just concentrate on the young folk in the story.
Well, as we saw in this film, though, Yoda showed up.
Yes.
In his sort of spirit guise, right?
Yoda.
Right, and again, that's happened in other films before. Again, right. Obi-Wan Kenobi dies in the first film, or the first film, which is actually the 4th film. But he comes back and he helps Luke out with some advice here and there, and and Yoda does the same. So it's logical to assume that Luke may do the same.
This is Star Wars,
Okay, so Grandma, what is our second issue?
Princess Leia is still alive. Yeah. Yes.
Well, as we know, Carrie Fisher is no longer with us, but the character at the end of the film is very much alive, and they're all celebrating and whatever, and it's so she's not even coughing or anything. She's no indication that she's not going to be with us in the next film.
Not in this story.
However, again, she isn't around to do any more acting. So again, do you think that we will see any of her at all in the next film?
Well, since the character actor who plays Princess Leia is so well known and so recognizable, I think they may leave her dead.
I've heard rumors that there was a little extra footage that they filmed that they might be able to use.
Sneak into the new film.
But I don't even know that they've written the next film yet. So who knows whether that's true or not? But again, it would be sort of difficult.
The magic of modern.
Yeah,
making.
It would be.
Yes.
It's well, if you'll remember the Rogue Star Wars story that we had last year, I guess. Mm-hmm. They brought back Peter Cushing's character, Peter Cushing's been dead for years, through special effects. So they could
do it. They could do it.
They could do that for Carrie Fisher too, but I sort of doubt it. I think that she's so beloved and everything. I don't think that they would
mess with that.
Do that. Yeah. Okay, so Grandma, what is our third issue?
Well, what happens now with Rey and Kylo Ren?
Well,
they have this connection.
Yes.
How do we deal with this now? Is this going to be a good connection, or a damaging connection, or, you know.
Now let me
Lots
ask
of
you this,
questions
okay? Since the Force Awakens, which is again the film before this, I have thought all along that they're going to be romantically involved. Do you think that is at all possible?
Of course it's possible.
I mean, being a sort of a movie narrative, and an American movie narrative at that, you sort of expect that to happen.
Well,
but they've shown no sign as to being attracted to each other at all, really, except the Force. The Force is the only thing that sort of brings them together.
Yes, but
what?
Both of them are young, vital, very intelligent, and interesting characters. So for them to be romantically attracted to each other would be an interesting wrinkle in this story. Whether it would last, you know, romances don't always last, whether it would last or not, but yes, in answer to your question, I think it is definitely a possibility.
Well, here's the question for you, Grandma. Which is more likely, do you think? That they are romantically involved, or one kills the other?
Oh, from one extreme to the other.
Which do you think is more likely?
I think the romance is more likely. We don't want to you know, kill off one of our main characters here. No.
I don't know. I just have this feeling that somebody's
one of them is going to kill
somebody's
the other.
going to get killed, and it's not going to be Rey, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, those are our opinions on some of these things. Again, we try very hard to not tell you how these things end or spoil anything for you. But again, in this case, I can hope you are interested in our opinions. And if you are, let us know, and we will do another spoiler special for whatever else is out there.
Good plan.
Okay, you say
I
so.
vote for that.